tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yo, Percocet.
I like it. I like it. Nice way to take off on episode 1 and 2. Welcome everyone to the Amazing Race After Show. I am Nataly Tvidian, and you can find me everywhere at Nataly Tvidian. That's Nataly with a Y.
What's up, you guys? My name is Desola Balogun. Nice to meet all you guys. If I haven't met you before, you can find me at Desola_B, DAYSHOLA_B. Now look, you guys, I am the live chat phone call person, so we love for you guys to chat with us online and to call in. So I forgot to tell them, but we're gonna get the number up eventually, and you guys will be able to call in, okay?
We really like the fan engagement.
Of course, it's really fun.
So please tune in live and watch us and comment, and we will answer some of your questions. This is so exciting. Season 29, it's like no other. They had a similar season 26, I believe, where they had half of the couple strangers, but these are all strangers,
which is crazy.
Never done before in the history of the Amazing Race, except for the blind date.
What happened to like, oh my god, I'm going on with my mom and my brother? I guess it got too boring, huh?
I like what's going on so far. I mean, you like seeing the teams, you like seeing the couples and the families and the best friends. But this is a very different level. You have to rely on somebody that you just don't know at all.
Which is stressful enough. And after 29 seasons, you've got to change it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 29 seasons, you got to do some type of revamp.
Yeah.
So I like it. What did you think so far?
So I don't even know where to begin. Look at all my notes. There's so much to talk about. Okay, so it starts, we have such a big variety. You have realtors, you have members of the armed forces, we have a butcher, we have an auctioneer, which I think is
interesting.
Pretty cool.
A model,
jobs.
a physical trainer.
Yes. So a lot. There are a lot of intellectuals also, Ivy League school graduates.
Harvard.
Yeah.
Harvard with a type A personality. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Many times.
So let's get started with the first. It starts in LA, so that's exciting for us. We're here in LA, but I don't know if I would have been able to figure out the compass situation there.
Can we please start with that, you guys? Because that was my biggest thing. Let me know real quick. Who at home knows where? Okay, go a half a mile southwest, and then make a right and go 2 miles southeast, and then make a U-turn. Like, come on, like,
Listen,
it's a joke.
I think this is an LA thing, so I think a lot of people from the bigger cities say turn left, turn right, but when I lived in Nebraska, people would tell me to go east or west or north and south, so you just have to know your compass. You just have to know it. You have to know where the mountains are. You have to know where the sun rises and sets, and you have to figure it out without actually having a compass.
No, you just have to take out your iPhone.
And the sad thing is, but we don't have technology.
Where?
On the show.
Oh no, you're right. I know, but I'm saying in regular life, you just take out your iPhone and say, okay, where is this at? Where's use the compass, or you just Google it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Would you have been able to do it?
I would hope that I had a good enough teammate who would have those strengths. That is definitely
they
not
weren't
my
teammates
strength.
yet though at that time. Remember?
Yeah,
I would have just followed someone else.
That's what
honestly,
they were trying to do.
Because it was crazy. Like, who knows that? Like, I would have been like.
Remember Team Long Hair Don't Care? They were pointing and they were like, we know exactly where to go. Let's follow them.
Team Long Hair. I like them, actually.
I did. They were the first ones out.
They were, but
yeah.
I think her comment kind of messed her up. What was her name? Her name was Jen, and I put the Asian Barbie because that's what the other lady said. You know, the tall, buff lady. Yeah. She said the Asian Barbie, and she said she was going to use her looks. Sisters. Yes, her looks to help her win. Her looks obviously didn't help. You're pretty though, but her looks didn't help her win this time around.
You have to be smart and you have to be strong.
It didn't. Yeah, they were too laid back.
Yeah.
They were just like, don't worry about the time. It's fine. The long hair guy, he kept saying that.
Yeah, you can't be like that.
No.
So they had to go get the suitcases, and there was only one person that didn't get the flag right, and then he had to go run back, and then they chose their teams, which is so weird for a lot of Amazing Race fans. This is not something that you see all the time. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I really like how it's panned out. I really like the teams. I think a lot of them have really good chemistry with one another. I think the best chemistry for me I'm seeing in they got third place both episodes. The boys, Matt and Redmond.
They got first place the first time, the first episode. And then they got third place the second episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Team America was first the first time, and that was Seth and Olive.
They were?
I believe so.
Oh, really?
This is just a lot of teams to keep up with.
No, you're right. You're right. It was Seth and Olive. And then
It'll get easier as we narrow
Matt and
down.
Redmond came in second place.
Okay.
Yes. I think the best chemistry is Team Fun.
I
Hashtag
love
Team Fun.
Team Fun.
They are so
Yeah.
cool. Like, they're just like, oh,
Their
we're gonna have
chemistry is
such a good
perfect.
time.
It's like they've known each other forever. Who wants squeaky clean? I'll take it. I'll go. They haven't fought about anything. They just have really, really good chemistry. And I think that's what works for teams who know one another. You come in with chemistry. We have our phone number up right there, so we're going to mention it right now.
Our number is, you guys call in. Our number is 424-256-1633. Lines are open now. One more time, 424-256-1633. And I just want to shout out Havoc6280 on the chat right now, and is saying, first of all, Havoc is saying that, I don't know, he or she are rooting for the Navy Corpsman.
Yes.
Which one is that?
Yes, that is the boys. That's Redmond.
Okay, Redmond and Matt.
I'm with you on that.
Yes. And he is saying that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. If it's morning and the sun is in front of you, you're headed east. And then he had to put ... Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I still won't be able to do it.
I know that, but I just still wouldn't have been able to go 7 blocks southwest.
I mean, how do you know where the sun like sets when it's like daytime? Like, how do you know that?
You just look up. You look at the
Well, how are
time,
you gonna know?
and you look at which way it's headed, and then you look again in an hour and see where it is.
You know what? I have no shame. I don't know. I'm sorry.
So let's hope if you're ever on this show, you have a really good teammate.
Exactly.
So I think some of the strengths that a lot of people have with like the police officers, Seth, he said he's used to working with any partner you throw their way. So that's like a good strength that he has there. Brooke, the New Yorker criminal attorney.
Yes.
I believe she was, correct me if I'm wrong, but she was one of the ones that was like, I'm going to win. I don't care who I get.
Controlling.
The Navy corpsman for the Marines, Redmond. He was definitely one of my favorites. Straight, I don't know why. There's something about him. I said this guy's someone to look out for. And I had a heart on another one. Floyd, Team Fun, the college drum major. And how cool is it that in episode 2, he got to use his drum major skills.
He was so excited about it. He was like doing it with like a smile, like, oh yeah, like it was the best.
And I love their energy because they're just like, we're here to have fun. We're here to explore. And we're here to win. But they're taking this on as like this very positive experience and not fighting about anything.
I noticed those are my favorite teammates. Even Team Swole, I have to say, they were the girl. What was her name? The tall one. I have it right here. Her name was.
It was Jessie and Francesca.
Jessie was so happy she was just had the biggest smile on her face like the entire time, and she was just having the best time, and I love that. You know, I mean, though she didn't make it, she was still, even when she didn't make it, they were like, I'm just so happy that I was here and I was partnered up with you, friends for life. And I was like, wow, that was really positive. I really like that.
Yeah.
So she was one of my favorites, and Team Fun are my favorite so far.
I think we, as much as we like the drama, we don't like to see the bickering, but you're going to get a lot of the bickering with.
Of course.
I think we're going to get a lot of bickering in this because it's people who don't know one another.
With Vank and the girl,
Yes.
She hates him. She is not a fan of the second episode. They kind of like got a little close with Vank and Ashton.
I was actually shocked at how they were 7th place the first time, and then the second time around they won 2nd place. So yeah, they didn't love each other episode.
No, she didn't love him at all.
Yeah,
he was like
we're so different.
Yeah, well, he's like saying like, oh well, do a little. He's like the one that would say the north, east, west, blah blah blah, and all the mathematical things that I wouldn't understand.
Yeah,
he's very much that way.
Yeah,
and she said, I'm a people person.
Vank and Ashton.
I like to talk to people.
So do you remember them in the first? So after the suitcase challenge, they had the kayak and then they had the bow and arrow one. And one player had to balance the kayak, and the other one had to shoot the bow and arrow. And with Vank and Ashton, I think this is where they were arguing because she goes, "How about you don't talk
and just let me try it
and let me try." But you have to think like this is tough. This is like a stranger, and
but it's like
there's so much money on the line.
I feel like people need to remember that I think when you're in it, you don't think about the money. It seems like. like when you're actually in the competitions, because
You think so? You think they're not thinking about it?
They
I can't wait till next week,
they
by the way,
can't
because
be.
we're going to have guests and we have to talk to them about
yes,
that.
and they'll let us know how they felt.
Yeah.
But no, they can't be thinking about it. For the guy to be sitting there, Vank, and saying, well, I just really want to try because when I was in
wanna win
eighth
the $1
grade,
million.
no, he said when I was in eighth grade, I did bow and arrow one time. And she says, well, I did it like 6 months ago. But the fact that he kept pushing, I'm saying you
in
can't be
8th grade.
thinking right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I wouldn't care. I'm like, if you can do it, do it. Like, cool. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I don't want to. It's you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
There's no way. Or the guy with the, he really was getting on my nerves. Episode 2, the guy with
With the harness issue.
That was ridiculous. I mean, it hurts. I get it.
Every man had.
But
an
the way
issue
he was
with that.
acting was just was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I think a lot of people saw that one. So, kayak, bow and arrow. Francesca. That was the one with the smile. She was the army drill sergeant where she was yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was the smiley one. I liked her. So episode 1 ends with a weird. There was some sort of a 2-hour penalty with Team Long Hair Don't Care.
Yeah, which was we knew, come on, you knew they weren't gonna be 2 hours late.
Yeah.
And you know the editing, they had to make it seem
That
like,
was
oh my
tough.
God, we're lost.
Because
But
they could have still been on, but
come on, they did it.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted them to stay though. I liked them.
I like them too.
They were, like,
I
fun.
like their energy.
Yeah, they were fun and just
I
like
feel like they made a good team. They had good chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they were calling each other like brother and sister and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like them. I don't know if I like the team who came in. I don't not like them, but I don't know what I feel like the long-haired guy.
The team that came in after the butcher and auctioneer.
Yeah, because did you catch that the butcher said that he has an IQ of around 140, so don't judge a book by its cover?
I didn't catch that.
You didn't?
When did he say that?
When he was doing his little like intro, like, oh, I'm a butcher, and I started
yeah.
growing out my beard 7 years ago when I left
but
my
don't
last.
judge me.
Yeah, I have a 140 IQ, and I was just like, okay, well, your
Yeah.
IQ definitely did not help you at all in any of these challenges.
Uh-huh.
You know, because IQ is not going to help you row a boat or anything, but hopefully
Mm-hmm.
soon you'll be able to use that, right?
Yeah. So that was in Panama City.
That was. What do you think about the whole travel process? Because that was another thing that I noticed that rubbed me the wrong way.
That people weren't helping them.
No, that
That they were running around and nobody was telling them where the Panama Canal is. And
well, they
they're
can speak
in-
English. They apparently, so that was the
Yeah.
issue. No, in the beginning, before they even got to go out there, tell me if you guys noticed this, especially you have it because you're very live in the chat. What did you feel about the fact that the Swole sisters got a special ride, but they made flight number 2? Did you not notice that?
I noticed that.
Like, I would have been mad. It was supposed to be a special ride, so they didn't have to actually go run and like look for a cab and whatnot. And they ended up getting there later than a lot of other people. I would have been really mad about
pure
that.
luck.
No, I'm just saying I would have been a little because they try
Yeah.
to make it seem like it's like
Affair.
an advantage, but
Yeah.
it was not an advantage at
Yeah,
all
they did
because
it to their
they
advantage.
it didn't really work out well for them at all.
So episode 2, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Some beautiful places they went there. This episode starts with you seeing some teams clicking and some teams just falling apart.
Yes.
And then there was a really weird pact that was made with 2 of the teams saying, if you get here first, I will wait for you. We'll flip a coin. That's not what happened. That was the boys. I liked the boys. I was not very happy that they treated the other team that way. I don't remember who the other team
Vank
was.
and Ashton.
Megan Ashton, yeah.
And Ashton said that she holds grudges and she will never forget what you guys did to her. So I hope you remember that.
So we're gonna see how that pans out.
Okay. This is a competition show. I'm not about to be making any type of deals with you
Yeah.
but I wouldn't even make the deal in the first place. Why are we making this deal?
Exactly.
That's
No, I
ridiculous.
agree.
Would you
I
have
agree with you
have
there.
kept to it?
If I made the deal, if I'm not one to break a promise, and this is being taped, I'm sorry, but this is being taped, and I don't want. I'm gonna keep it classy if I'm being watched, okay? So don't say anything that you're not gonna hold your word to. That said, I could see why the boys were like, well, we really don't think you would have stayed true to your word. So they shouldn't have made that pact.
They shouldn't have, but they did it on purpose. I mean, they did it because they knew they didn't
To
care.
see who's gonna be the nicer one.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did it like they said. We didn't think you were gonna do it anyway, so they
Yeah.
would just maybe. But that makes me think that Vank and Ashton probably brought it up in the first place. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, so if I didn't really understand it anyways, like it didn't make sense to me why they would even do that. I'm not making any pacts with any of you guys. We're competitors. We can be friends, but I'm not gonna help
Yeah.
you out.
Like if we were on the show together, we would not make pacts together if we were on different teams.
No, we wouldn't. Even though we know each other.
Even though we're cool here at AfterBuzz and we're friends.
And we know each other. No, I'm not. I'll say, good luck, Nataly Tvidian. I'll see you on the other side. You know what I mean?
Jake Ryan just said the boys just put a target on their backs. Not smart. You never know when you're going to need to, maybe they'll have some group activities and you're going to need some friends. So you're right, Jake.
And Havoc 6280 said, it's a race. No sympathy for Vank and Ashton. Agree with me.
Okay.
Oh, well, I agree with you. I mean, it makes sense. U-turn should be fun. What does that mean? U-turn should be fun.
I don't know. Elaborate, Havoc.
Please elaborate.
So where do you guys see teams clicking and where do you see them ticking? For clicking, I had Becca and Floyd, the geeky and fun team, Team Fun.
Yes.
Olive, the firefighter, and Seth. I feel like these are a very Team America, firefighter and Seth. I think they're a really strong team. I feel like they're all business, and I don't know. I think they're gonna go far. I thought Jesse and Francesca would go far. I have them as hashtag.
I did
badass.
also. I like them.
I really liked them.
And okay, let me just say, I don't know how this sounds, but when I first saw them, I knew for whatever reason I thought they'd be teamed up. I was like, they're both buff. I know that sounds ridiculous, but just in my mind, I kept thinking they're gonna be teamed up. They're gonna be teamed up, and of course,
by chance. Yeah.
By chance, they were teamed up, you know. I thought it was very interesting.
I was happy to see that.
I was too.
I didn't think they were as happy at first, but then they warmed up.
Well, because they got in a little tiff in the beginning.
Yeah.
She kind of, Jessie kind of went off on her a little bit, and Francesca was like, "Oh, wow, you're aggressive," you know. So what about
who do you see ticking?
Ticking.
You mentioned Ashton and Vank.
Well, Ashton and
but I think
Vank
they're
for
coming
sure.
back. I think they were the underdogs who were like, nope. We're gonna get to know each other now.
Well, they're definitely gonna still tick more, and 100% Scott and
You're
Brooke.
100% sure about that. They're gonna tick more.
Well, no, 100% that Scott and Brooke are gonna tick because Scott is a little like they're both a little extra.
Yeah.
Because Scott said he's a self-proclaimed A personality. You know, he's all about himself or whatever, and then Brooke is very, very controlling. She mentioned that, and 'cause you remember she was freaking out in the back of the car, and he's like, calm down. Telling me to calm down is not going to make me calm down. It's going to make me freak out even more, you know?
Yeah.
She kind of freaked out. So they're definitely going to butt heads. And then I think, which one was London and Logan?
Liz and Michael. Oh, the Team Lolo. Hashtag Lolo.
I don't remember what they look like. What do they look like? Can you describe them, please?
Can we bring up a photo of
Describe
Team Lolo?
them. I want you to describe them.
Can someone describe Team Lolo for us?
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's fine. Look, you guys, let me just say something. This is the first episode. We're new. We're new to them. You know what I mean? There are a lot. Actually, you know, let's go down the list real quick of the teams for anyone who doesn't know.
London's the one from London K. She's from New York, and Logan is from Florida.
Oh, I remember them. I remember
Michael,
them.
the butcher and auctioneer.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're clicking or ticking. I see a little bit of both.
I think that Michael just has a little temper-ish issue.
Okay.
You know, like he mentioned in his interview, he said that he's kind of he didn't use the word douchebag, but kind of. He did say that. So he wants someone that will even him out. He said that. So at least I like when people know themselves enough to know, like, I'm kind of hard to work with. So I hope I have someone who's good. And they were working well together. Yeah. Even though they weren't doing well, they still were working well together.
What was their hashtag?
I don't know. But we had Seth and Olive, Matt Redmond, Shamir and Sarah. Shamir and Sarah, they're gonna tick 100%.
You think
Shamir
so?
is too aggressive. Shamir has little issues there.
Shamir's the one with the harness issue.
Yeah, and he kind of tripped out on the travel lady, and
yeah.
she's like, "Okay, calm down." And he's just like, "God," and he starts telling everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, so he was mad. Scott and Brooke, which one is it? Oh yeah, we already talked. They're gonna tick. Becca and Floyd, they're not gonna tick. They might tick and surprise us, but I don't think so. They're just having too much fun.
No, they're definitely clicking.
Vank and Ashton 100%. Tara and Joey, that's the older couple, right? Mm-hmm. You remember? And did you catch?
Are they mom and dad?
Yeah.
Team mom and dad. Yes, Tara and Joey are team mom and dad.
Did you catch in the beginning when she said, she said, I was looking for someone more mature, and he was like, he gave her a side eye, like, okay. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
He's like, what does that mean? And then London and Logan, Liz and Michael, and Jesse, Francesca, they're gone.
Shamir and Sarah, I don't understand their hashtags. I might have blinked and missed where they got that from.
What is it?
It's the Sans Express. The Sans Express.
Sans
Express.
Sans Express or Sans Express?
If you
It might be Sans Express because he said he chose her because
it's a capital S and a capital E.
Sand. So I think it's
Sans
Sans
with a capital S.
Sans Express. It's Sans Express. Let me tell you why I think it's that. When he chose her, he said, I mean, it doesn't hurt to be paired up with the hottest girl. He said something like that, or a beautiful girl. So,
yeah, that's why he chose her.
I mean, yeah. She is really pretty, though, I will say that.
Let's hope that works out for you.
She's doing well. It's just him. He's just, I think.
Did you go through all of them?
I
Shami
did.
and Sarah? Yeah.
It didn't seem like it, but I did.
So far we've lost 2 teams. Started with 11.
Yeah.
And the first to go were Kevin and Jen, Long Hair Don't Care, Jesse and Francesca, Swole Sisters.
Who's going next?
I don't know who's going next, but I want to talk about the helicopter and the feet or the beat.
Let's do it. Helicopter.
So I
beat.
love choppers, so I was so excited for them to get on a helicopter. But what I thought was very interesting is normally you don't find out who's in what place until you get to the very end of the line, right? With the helicopter, they had all signed up, so they sort of have an idea of who's getting there first. Remember the list, the chopper order, and then they went in that order
From
on
the
the
hotel,
helicopters.
right?
Yeah, because they had to land and then run to the hotel, sign in, and then get in that order for the helicopter. The boys came in first place. They get there and their options are feet or beat. If I read that, I would say beat because I'm a dancer, but it was instruments.
I would have chosen that too, though.
Yeah, it was instruments, and then feet was more fitness, and I would have hoped to choose the fitness one
I
because
hated
I'm
the
a
fitness one.
freak. Okay, you hated it. Why did you hate this challenge?
It was boring. Like I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching when that part came on, I was like this. I was on my phone,
Really?
and then every time someone would start doing the music one, I was like this because everyone was so concentrated on doing the music right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like that was a very boring one. So Amazing Race, don't ever do that one again. Just
I
throw
thought-
that one away.
I thought with the feet they had to do learn the samba or something and pick up some dance moves, but it was instruments, so I thought that was a little bit more difficult. With the feet, it was building a makeshift gym for professional fighters, so I really like that. If I'm ever stuck in the middle of nowhere and I have a refrigerator and some recycled material, I would totally, I now know how to build a gym for myself.
Oh gosh, what did you guys think at home? Did you guys like which competition did you like better? The feet? No, wait, was it feet or beat?
Yeah, it was
The feet or the beat. So the dancing and playing the instruments or the I'm gonna build a little workout thing. I don't like to work out though. Maybe that's why I didn't like it.
Oh, I love to work out.
Do you? That's good.
I do. I work out every day at 6:30 in the morning. So the Amazing Race.
Oh, you do?
I might be a strong
good for
contender
you.
for the Amazing Race.
Did you
just
guys
putting
hear
that
that
out
plug?
in the just putting that out in the
Shameless
universe,
plug.
plugging myself in. Shameless plug. It may or may not happen someday, but I'm going for it. May
Well,
happen
and I just want to
someday.
say Amazing Race. Obviously, she knows a lot about the game because we're doing this show. So take that into consideration.
Thank
Just saying. Gotta help
Thank you so
out.
much.
Of course.
Shameless plug.
Of course.
So the cool thing with this was that they were building an outdoor gym with everyday stuff, recycled stuff. So I thought that was cool. And the thing is, they do build things on the Amazing Race all the time. They build chairs and canoes and they build. So I don't know. I like this. I like the building stuff. I like the following direction stuff. You know, I was listening to, have you heard of the Brain Games?
No.
I was watching the brain games and learning a little bit about male and female brains, and I see why male and female teams work out better.
Why?
Because male and females, it said one is not better than the other, one is not stronger than the other, but we have different strengths. And one of the things with female teams is that they follow directions better. One of the things with male brain is that they have better spatial reasoning just because of evolution. Men have had to hunt and know how to get somewhere and get back.
Okay.
So
directions and things like that.
yeah. Well, men do that better by they're just better at direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So,
I don't know if I fall into that category when it comes to the directions, but driving, yes, but not southeast, southwest. Not that. Yeah. No, not that. Mm-hmm. But driving, yes. What did you think about Scott crying about the heights? He was afraid of the heights and he broke down.
Oh my goodness, I thought that was so cute.
Really? I thought it was funny.
I thought it was so funny how he was like, I was an Eagle Scout. I got this. I thought that was adorable.
He's like, but this,
like 12-year-old him would have been so offended. He was an Eagle Scout.
He was legit crying, like he was not.
Yeah, it's a real fear.
But it was scary. It was scary. I was looking like, ooh.
And you're putting yourself in these vulnerable positions. Like that is so like picture yourself on top of this building and you have to propel yourself down.
I would freak out probably.
So it was helicopter, feet or beat, and then they had to clean windows for people who are following along. Episode 2, cleaning windows. And that was just sad. It broke my heart.
It was funny. I thought it was funny, but I felt for him, but it was still funny to me.
It was funny.
Because he was like, "Ooh," and then once he got up there, he was okay.
Yeah.
You know? Now, I thought it was interesting how, oh God, I can't, it's going to take me a while to remember the names.
We're going to narrow down more teams. We'll get
who was the guy that was mad about the harness again? What was his name?
The crotch situation.
Yeah, what was his name?
Wasn't that Shamir and Sarah?
Shamir, yes. Shamir had
the Sands Express.
Had no Sands Sex Express, whatever.
Sands Express.
Yeah. Shamir had no issues. He was like straight. Like, did you notice that climbing? I was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, he was like just like, oh, whatever. I thought it was really weird. I was like, okay, Shamir, you can do that, but maybe it was because he was uncomfortable. Yeah. Maybe that was more comfortable for him because there is less pressure if you're like hanging that way.
But all the men were complaining.
I didn't hear anyone else complain actually other than him.
They talked about it after. They were like, well, yeah, it was an uncomfortable situation, but we're not going to call an ambulance.
He freaked out, though. I thought that was very unprofessional. I mean, I know it's not a job. Well, it is a job, though. Yeah. It was very just like, because he freaked out and then he went to the ambulance. He was like, close the door, please. Close the door.
I get that, though. You have cameras in your face and privacy.
He has a temper.
You're in the stressful situation,
He has a temper that's not going to work.
That's why it's interesting when the teams know each other, because this show either can make or break them. Traveling with someone can either make or break you, but these are total strangers. So I think that's why this makes this episode so very different. And I have a heart right there. I'm an Eagle Scout.
Because it was really funny.
It was really funny. Thanks for pointing that out.
Havoc6280 says, he has some good comments. First of all, he says, right brain, left brain, less to do with male, female. Some people are just right brain dominant. Okay, I got you.
There's that too.
And then he also says, afraid of heights, can't drive stick, and can't swim, always have the most trouble on the race. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, Havoc.
What did he say? Oh,
we're not going to mention that right now.
Hey, let me just say something.
Nice observation.
We all thought that too. I was thinking, well, something must be going on. You know what I mean? We all thought, okay, something's not right because
anatomy.
Yeah. I like Havoc.
That's the classiest way of saying this. His anatomy might be different.
But if they're watching, they can see it. You guys see what Havoc just said.
Yeah.
So that was funny.
Oh, and then we didn't mention 2 people got hurt in episode 2. There was one person who broke her arm.
Her elbow.
So
she's like, thank God I'm left-handed.
Yeah. So that was tough. She was left-handed. Funny thing, was it Shamir who hurt his left hand? Shamir's left-handed too.
Yes. Yeah. He hurt his left hand and kept talking about his left hand, and so
aside from the harness situation, Shamir had also hurt his.
So Shamir is the complainer.
He hurt his right hand from the instrument, but he also is left-handed. So I thought that was very interesting. 2 people injured themselves, and both of them are left-handed.
No, I think you just brought up something that was very great. Right. Shamir is probably the complainer of the group.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're seeing a rhythm here.
I think so, right? Because you think, I mean, it has, because if he wouldn't stop talking about it, and I remember his partner, she was just like looking at him and looking away and stuff. Yeah. And then he also tripped out. What was going on. He also tripped out about that. Okay. Yeah. We see you, Shamir. It's okay. Everyone's different, but you know. I like. Yeah. Can I just say something? I love how she's so like. I think maybe because of the news, you're so like political, like you like. She does not throw any shade at all. And you guys, she's like, yeah. She's like, I want them to come on the show. Yeah. Hey, if they come or not, I still tell the truth.
I tell the truth.
No, of course, but you know what I'm trying to say. I love it though. You're
trying to be polite. Yes. We'll see how it goes.
Well, Shamir, come here and talk to us. Tell us why it hurt so bad. I'm with you. I understand, but you might be a little complainer. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
And the filming is over now, so we could reach out and have them come on the show.
We want everyone to come. If you guys are watching, come to the show. We're going to have a good time.
Tweet us.
Let us know why things really happened. Let us know why it hurt so bad.
Why it hurt so bad.
Why does it hurt so
bad? All right, let's get into predictions. Did I miss anything?
Did she miss anything? Let's see. You heard that? They almost started predictions and they stopped it. Okay. Nope, you didn't miss anything. But in case you guys didn't pay attention, let's just give you the order of who came in for the last episode.
First place was a shocker.
Yes. Liz and Michael.
And that's the butcher and auctioneer.
Who came in last place last time. That was very interesting.
Hashtag Team Liz and Mike. Yeah.
Second place, Vank and Ashton. And they were getting along well then.
Yeah. And they were in 7th place the first time.
Yes. Matt and Redmond.
The boys.
That was a surprise that they came in third. I thought they were going to be in first. Seth and Olive, 4th place. Okay.
There have been winners who never got first until the very last episode.
I'm with them. That's what I'm talking about.
We're going to have them on this show next week.
Becca and Floyd.
Okay. Team fun.
So fun.
They're 2nd and 5th.
Brooke and Scott, 6th place. Did you notice that Phil, the host, he asked Scott, he said, oh, do you regret picking your teammate? And Scott was like, no, but he like hesitated. And Phil was like, why'd you hesitate? And he was like, no, I don't.
Phil,
that was funny.
The best question.
Yeah. Tara and Joey.
Team Mom and Dad.
London and Logan.
Team Lolo.
And Shamir and Sarah. They had a very interesting ending.
Yeah.
Shamir tripped out again.
Yeah.
Threw his backpack. And I love.
You're right. You're seeing a pattern here.
Yeah, and you don't really notice this stuff typically on shows, but Phil like checked him on it, kind of.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's the problem?" He's like, I mean, but you've never done a harness before. And I was like, wow, because I don't ever see hosts, really do that. They kind of just do the job.
You've never been rock climbing or zip lining.
Yeah,
or something
he like kind of checked him on that, and I really liked that. And then I felt bad for Sarah because she started crying because she's trying to like keep the peace, but she just started crying, and she's like, no, I'm having a good time.
This is great.
This is great, and it was so funny. I love that. And before predictions, Sarah, I like you. But I don't know if I agreed with what you did.
What did she do?
She is kind of the reason why Team Swole got eliminated. She pointed them in the wrong direction.
Oh, that's right. What was going on
that's
there?
Not cool.
They had to find someone on the bike.
The bike lady, and everyone had to go around, but the bike lady kept going around in circles. And the bike lady was literally right behind Team Swole. And Sarah was like looking at them.
They went that way.
And she said, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she's over there.
That's what happened.
And then she turned around and admitted it. That's not cool. I don't like that. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. I don't think that. What do you think about that?
It goes to what we were talking about in the beginning of the episode with the coin flipping thing. Just you don't trust people. Mm-hmm. You just don't trust people.
But it's hard because you don't think I wouldn't be thinking that they're going to be lying. Yeah. So that wasn't cool.
There is $1 million on the line. So
money turns people into savages. It brings out the worst in people.
It's true.
So
it's true. All right, predictions. Can we do a prediction dance? We should make a prediction dance.
Your AfterBuzz TV
predictions.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go first.
So I'm going to predict who I see is the strongest so far. I think that next week, top 3, I see Matt and Redmond, again, the boys. I definitely see Becca and Floyd, Team Fun, going far, only because they have such good chemistry, and I think that works to their advantage. Okay, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to stick with top 2 right now. I'm still shocked.
So who's number 1?
Matt and Redmond.
And then Team Fun.
So. And then Team Fun, yeah. Seth and Olive also. They have really good chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing. I feel like these teams need to have a little more urgency. A little more sense of urgency. Not everyone, but some of the people. Just I don't say, oh, it's fine, we have time. No, we don't have time. Okay, we need to get out there. So they need to do a little bit more of that. But for next week, I think Matt and Redmond 100% are going to be at the top pretty much the entire show. I don't know if they're going to win, but they're definitely going to be at the top.
Yeah.
I just love seeing Becca and Floyd, so I don't want them to leave.
I know.
Team Fun.
They're fun to watch.
They're very uplifting, and I love them. And I'm excited to see Shamir and Sarah. Shamir is probably going to bother me a lot because of the outburst, but maybe he won't do it anymore.
Maybe he'll get used to the travel. Maybe it's just too stressful in the beginning.
That might be it. But who's going home next week? I would say I kind of feel like, I guess you never know.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You really don't ever know. Like Vank and Ashton, Liz and Michael, the first place, second place this week. That was a shocker.
Because everyone has different strengths. So with every competition,
it depends on the challenge.
Yeah. But Vank and Ashton, I don't know if they're going to be on top next week. Because they just don't like each other, I feel like. So.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So next week, everyone, we're going next week's the 17th, correct?
Yes.
Next Monday is my birthday. It's the 17th.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you very much.
These plugs.
I'm
so done with her plugs. Next Monday is my birthday.
Next Monday on my birthday.
Yeah.
We're going to have my former coworkers from season 27. They were #the reporters, Kelsey and Joey, who, by the way, won first place the first time when they won.
Joey. Woo, woo, woo.
So we'll have them right here, right in front of us on the couch. If you have any questions, send them our way.
And I've got to say, hi to Math Pie. Hanan, how's it going? I'm so glad you're here. She just wrote on the chat. And I have also missed your face. So I just want to let you know that I love you. You're great. Thank you for coming on to this show and watching. So.
Oh, yay.
And Havoc said a very merry. Oh, never mind. He said a very merry unbirthday.
Oh, thank you. Like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, is that what they said?
Oh, yeah, because today's not my birthday, so it's
unbirthday. I thought
like in Winnie the Pooh, Disney.
I don't know. I thought he was throwing shade. Never mind. All right, cool.
No,
I was like, damn.
See, I just see the positive in everything.
I was like, that's how you feel?
That's a line. That's a line from Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
All right, thank you for tuning in, everyone. You can find me everywhere at Nataly Tvidian.
And you can find me every single place at Desola_B. Make sure to get in these chats, these comments. Leave comments and let us know what you think. And we'll be here next week. By the way, we will have Dan Babick joining us later on in the season, so you guys look out for that. We will have a third co-host. Peace!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.